Okay, can you hear me okay? Okay, all right, so welcome. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Cornelia Dorman, and I'm the project director for outreach with the Emory Alzheimer's Disease Research Center. And we want to welcome you on behalf of our research center. If you're new joining us, every Tuesday at 2 since March 31st, we have been hosting these weekly sessions for 1 hour featuring a variety of Emory faculty and staff. We are a research center that ultimately we hope to find a cure for memory impairment. We have over 40 research trials that are currently active in collaboration with partners from the School of Nursing at Emory, the School of Public Health, all the way across the globe. So if you've been tuning in, you've been hearing firsthand how those trials and interventions are going. You have even had the luxury of hearing from participants in those trials. So today, let me tell you what we have planned for you. And if this is your first time joining us, please participate in the poll, but welcome. So today, yes, I have on a Christmas sweater. My pup here is missing an eye, but we just want to spread a little holiday cheer and keep your spirits up, keep your hope up. Today, we're going to begin with an exercise demonstration because every week, what do we say? What's good for your heart is good for your brain. And so we want to practice what we preach. So I can't see you. Let's see here. Okay, how's that? All right, so very quickly, I'm just going over a little housekeeping as people are joining. When it's a holiday week, we try to do things that are interactive and fun, and even you can turn your screens on. It's a pandemic still, and while we are continuing to practice all of the guidelines provided by the CDC, we want to keep you informed, we want to keep you engaged and active. And so if you've been rocking with us since March 31st, thank you, we appreciate you. So today, as I mentioned, we are going to begin with John. He's going to do a little exercise demonstration to get our hearts going. Then you're going to hear from Whitney Wharton. She is a investigator at the School of Nursing and a collaborator with the Alzheimer's Disease Research Center. She has several research projects, and she is wrapping up one study that is critical to intervention for people of color. So let's see, we're getting a little feedback. So we're going to introduce Dr. Wharton, and then she's going to introduce an actual participant that has been a part of her clinical research trial, and she's still recruiting. So take a few notes, okay? And then you're going to hear from Whit Morgan. He's going to talk about our Emory Healthy Aging study. So if you are tuning in from anywhere around the globe, you can participate in our Emory Healthy Aging study, okay? So we always want to have a little fun, but we are going to provide some education, right? And then we are going to have a live demonstration, music demonstration, and then John's going to come back on and close us out with some holiday Christmas jamming, okay? All right, so I think I've done all my housekeeping. John, come on in, and then Whitney will be here, followed by Miss Mary Lee Davis. Then we'll have the music and trivia. Yeah, we'll have, well, it's not trivia. It sort of is. I'm going to be testing your memory for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then we'll have music and the live exercise demo. All right. Okay. John, hello. Where are you?
Right here.
Okay. All right. I'm going to spotlight you so we can see what you're doing with us today. There you are.
Hey,
Oh, I love it.
we don't want nobody to be a Grinch. First of all, I want to welcome everybody to the Emory Alzheimer's Disease Research Center, and we don't want anybody to be a Grinch. Hey, remember, you need a comfortable chair, especially at the end, because we're going to have a Christmas party, cardio party at the end with your favorite Christmas songs. But let's get started. All right, I'm gonna use my cans today. Here we go. Let's get that upper body. We body sculpting. We doing rehab. Let's go. Angle. There we go. We create that blood flow. Shoulders. Let's go. Now look at the angles, have good form. Let's bring it down. Come on. Let's add a little waistline with it. Come on. Watch it, watch it. Hands out in front. My arms are straight. We're working that upper chest, them shoulders, those lats. Let's go angle. There we go. And good. We're gonna work these biceps. Place them on your knees and curl. There we go. We have to stay strong now. Great job. I'm gonna do one arm for triceps. Elbows up, press, press, press. Press, 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 press. Let's do the other one. Ready? Elbow up and press, 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 press. Great job. I need you to tilt forward, elbows out to the side like you're hugging someone, and pull, 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 pull. Pull, pull, great. Now, pull, 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 and great job. All right, I'm gonna wake the body up a little bit more, but at the end, we're gonna do a lot of cardio. Here we go. I want that waistline. Let's go. Those outer obliques right now. Come on. Come on, crunch, 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 crunch. All right, now we're gonna get the sides and the front. Get your hands up. Twist that way. Come on. One, two, three, four, and five. Okay. I want you to tilt a little bit, lean back, grab, and crunch, 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 crunch. I want 5 more. 1, 2, and rest. Great job. Now we're gonna go wide and really engage those hips. Lean back and come on. Get them legs out. Those your legs. They your legs. Come on. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, feet together. And I need you to twist. Come on. Just twist with it. Get on the toes. And I just need you to twist. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet wide. We're gonna really engage them hips and that waist. outside. Come on. Come on. Throw them arms. We get that upper body as well. Can you lean forward? Can you lean back? Can you lean forward? Can you lean back? Can you lean forward? Can you lean back? Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. 2 more minutes. Stay with me. I'm sorry. All right, legs straight. Let's get a nice stretch in. Smooth. Rest, legs wide. 3. Rest. Grab this leg. I want you to hold it up, out, and in. Stretch them hips, those glutes, and good. Other leg, hold and go. Let's stretch that back. I need you to go down, nice and smooth. Go down. Let's go left to right. Stretch, good posture, nice and smooth. We have to activate that back. You have to work that back for it to stay strong. Let's go side to side. All right, turn, lean, 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 lean. Other side. Lean, lean, lean. Great job. Hey, I want y'all to remember this was just a warm up, but later on, we're gonna turn that cardio up and have a good holiday party at the end. See you later.
All right. Thank you, John. Okay, you all better get ready because John just gave you a warning if you're going to hang out with us for the next 45 minutes, right? Okay, so Dr. Wharton is going to come on and talk about her study, and then we will play a few games, turn your cameras on, have a music demonstration. Whit's going to do an update about our Emory Healthy Aging study, and then we'll close out with exercise. Okay, so we're going to try to do all this in 45 minutes. All right. Okay. Hi, Dr. Wharton.
Hi, Cornelia. And hello, everyone that tuned in today. Thank you so much to the 121 research participants, and welcome to those of you who have never joined us before. My name is Dr. Whitney Wharton, and I'm a cognitive neuroscientist in the Emory Alzheimer's Disease Research Center. And I'm going to be very brief and give you an overview of a study that we have, which is currently enrolling participants. We have 5 slots available, and we're really hoping to be able to close out this study in the very, very near future. And then I'm going to introduce one of our research participants, who actually was our very first research participant in this clinical trial. And she's going to tell you a little bit about her experience with us. So the study is a 8-month-long clinical trial where we are testing the ability of a blood pressure medicine to be able to help us with Alzheimer's disease. The medication is FDA approved. It's been around for a really long time. And you don't have to have high blood pressure to participate in the study. We have more than half of our participants right now do not actually have high blood pressure. And the study, this is, it's called HEART, is the clinical trial. And Cornelia just put this up on the board. What we're looking at is a this blood pressure medication, and we are going to have a couple of visits. There's going to be probably between 4 and 5 visits over this 8-month clinical trial. And the study visits entail answering questions about your medical and medication history, taking pictures of your brain, which we do in an MRI scanner. And we're going to look at blood tests, so things that we think contribute to Alzheimer's disease in your serum and plasma. We're also going to take a non-invasive vascular ultrasound. So we're going to use just a wand and kind of put it over your neck and your arms and try to look at blood flow in the heart. Because of what you've heard a number of times on our Tuesdays at 2 is what is good for the heart is good for the brain. And then the study also involves a lumbar puncture, which a lot of you have probably heard about, and Miss Mary Lee Davis might touch on that a little bit in her presentation. And so the study is enrolling 60 African American individuals, and right now we have 55. So as I mentioned, we have 5 slots left. And this is not a trial for individuals who already have Alzheimer's. This is a trial for people who are at risk, but are as of yet not diagnosed with Alzheimer's or mild cognitive impairment. Because what we're really trying to do is prevent Alzheimer's in individuals who are most at risk. And as you all have heard in these sessions before, we know that African American individuals are more at risk than whites. We're looking for individuals who are 45 years and older, and individuals who have a family history of dementia. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to email me directly or to call me directly, and I'm happy to answer any of the questions that you might have. What we really try to do is make sure you know exactly what's going on up front. We share a number of these data with you, and we're really trying to engage the communities at a grassroots level to try to prevent Alzheimer's as best we can in tandem with individuals who are actively trying to find a cure. Because there's a lot of risk factors for Alzheimer's, including gender, including race, including age. But there's also modifiable risk factors. And that's really what we're trying to get at with this medicine, to see, not only would it be helpful for blood pressure control, but science is showing us that people that are on this specific type of medicine actually get Alzheimer's disease less often than individuals who are on a different type of blood pressure medication. So that's what we're really going to be looking at. I look forward to meeting some of you, hearing some of your questions and discussing this with you. Our phone number is listed below. It is 404-712-7085. Also, as I mentioned, if you want to email me directly, or if you want to email Cornelia directly, you can probably reply to this invitation, and Cornelia will send your information to us, and then I would be very happy to chat with any of you. So without further hesitation, I would like to introduce Miss Mary Lee Davis. Miss Davis she's a wonderful person. She has just been really supportive of our program, and she's been in a number of my studies, particularly this clinical trial where she was the very first participant. So, I don't want you all to hear me drone on and on about the benefits, the potential benefits of this study. I would rather hear you, hear this from someone that's actually gone through it. And so Miss Davis started with us. She went through the entire 8-month clinical trial and has come out happy on the other side, I hope, and willing to speak with us today. So Miss Davis, thank
Dr.
you
Wharton?
so very much for your time. Yes, Cornelia?
One question is, what are the blood pressure meds that you are testing?
Sure. So we are testing a blood pressure medication called telmisartan. That is a specific type of blood pressure medications that we know crosses the blood-brain barrier. And when someone enters the study, we are randomizing people to receive either a placebo or a very low dose or the clinically lowest dose of this medicine, because again, I'm not trying to change your blood pressure. I'm trying to see what the potential off-label use of this medication would be. But it's called telmisartan, and it's a FDA approved blood pressure medication.
Okay. Well, welcome,
Uh,
Mrs. Davis.
mhm.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, we can hear you.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes. I see
Okay,
your Christmas
good.
tree.
Yeah, well, yes, you can see me then. The first thing I want to do is to thank Dr. Wharton for the opportunity to share my thoughts and my experience regarding medical research. And I am at risk for Alzheimer's because my mother is from a family of 9. And of those 9, at least 3 of her siblings had severe Alzheimer's, and several also had dementia. However, there was at least 1 or 2 who lived to be in their late 90s and did not develop Alzheimer's, and probably didn't develop dementia either. So I am very interested in being a part of attempting to find a way to push it off as long as possible. I'd love to get to be 90 like my Aunt Charlotte did at 98. And my mother even knew who I was, although she had dementia on the day that she died. So that's a reason for me to be very much interested in being a part of the study and to volunteer for the study. Let me say a little something else about my early history. I am a native of Tuskegee, Alabama. My father actually worked at the VA hospital as a clerk in the medical lab and in the pathology lab. And so at that time, during the 40s and 50s, the clerk took dictation during autopsies. Some of those autopsies came from men who were involved in the Tuskegee syphilis study. And so my father saw both sides of that study. The study that was really done in a very non-professional and a cruel way, because the men did not know that they were not given treatment once the study showed some positive results for medications. But he also saw what could be learned from medical research. Now, it could be done, it must be done better. And that's why I'm participating in this study. And the third reason is because I have 2 children and 3 grandchildren. And I would like for them to be able to benefit from the research and from the positive aspects of the research. Now, about the project that I've been in, projects, more than one, that I've been involved in with Dr. Wharton. Patience, respect, concern for my well-being, concern that my questions would be answered. And so far, they all have been answered. I have a way of asking a lot of questions. And at no time did I feel like my questions were not answered, that I was not respected, that I was not appreciated for what I could present and could share. The lumbar puncture. I've had questions asked about, well, how did it feel to have a lumbar puncture? I think the first time I should have had a little bit more water because it seemed that the fluid was flowing a little bit slowly. But I felt no discomfort, and afterwards you lie on the couch, you lie on the hospital bed for a few moments to give your body a chance to adjust to having had fluids removed, and I enjoyed that. What I would say to anyone who is considering, please discuss it with Dr. Wharton and her staff. If you can participate, please consider participating. We are the same, and yet we are different. And so the medications that can be developed, just like the development of the medications for the flu virus, for the COVID now, we want those medicines to work for all of us, but they can only work for us if our differences, our physiological differences, are taken into consideration. And by the way, I do not have high blood pressure. I think that's all that I have to say, and I hope I've been able to encourage some to participate.
Thank you so much, Ms. Davis. This was really, really helpful. Does anyone have any questions for Ms. Davis about any of the, about any of the procedures, or just her experience as a research participant in general, or questions for me, for that matter?
How long is the trial, and how many lumbar punctures do you have to have?
Sure. So the trial is 8 months long, and we have 2 lumbar punctures, one at the very beginning at what we call baseline, and then a second one after we have been, or after a participant has been on either the medication or a placebo for 8 months. Because what we're really trying to look at are the changes in this spinal fluid, and we're looking for the proteins that we know accumulate in the brain of Alzheimer's disease patients, and we're trying to prevent those proteins from building up. So we're hoping that participants that are taking the medication versus participants that are randomized to placebo will have different levels of this protein in the brain. And a lot of you probably heard of them called beta amyloid and tau. So that's exactly what we're looking for.
And Dr. Wharton, will you type the name of the blood pressure medicines? You often reference the sartans.
Yes, absolutely. It's called telmisartan, and I have I entered that to, I think I sent that to everybody, all panelists and attendees. Here we go. Telmisartan. Here we go. So we also have another question from Vivian, which is asking how often are you seen in the trial? So what we do initially is a blood test screening to make sure that it is safe for you to be put on the blood pressure medication. And this is just to make sure, number one, that your blood pressure isn't so high that you need to be seen by a physician. Because, while this is a clinical study, again, I'm not trying to change your blood pressure at all. So if there's anything wrong with your blood test and where you need to be seen, clinically, then we want to make sure that you are very healthy at baseline. Then we have the baseline visit, which there's kind of 2 big visits. One is the baseline and one is the month 8, which is the very last visit. And during those visits, that's when we do the lumbar puncture. That's when we do the vascular ultrasound. We do some cognitive testing, and we do a blood draw. So after that visit, you go about your day, and then we don't see you for another 4 months. And so in the middle of baseline in 8 months, you have your middle visit, which is month 4. And on that visit, you come in and we just do a symptom checklist to make sure that you aren't experiencing any symptoms. And then we will do another blood draw for research purposes. And then we see you again at month 8. So there's about 4 visits that we have. And if you are already on, that's a great question from Yvonne. Do you continue on your medication for high blood pressure? The answer is yes. if you are on a calcium channel blocker, a beta blocker, or a thiazide. So we let individuals participate in the study if they're on one of those medicines. But if you're already on one of these types of a certain blood pressure medicine that we're testing, then we wouldn't be able to enroll you in the study because you're already, you're essentially already in your own clinical trial, which is great. So but we do let individuals in that are on different types of blood pressure medications, and that's why we do the screening at the beginning to know kind of exactly what you're on. The location of the study takes place in the Emory School of Nursing, and it's on campus. We give you detailed instructions. There's free parking. We meet you in the parking lot and physically bring you in. And the same thing happens at the Wesley Woods Health Center, where we meet you out in the parking lot. We escort you in. We make sure you're comfortable, answer any questions that you might have. And there's a number of phone calls before this. There's reminders, there's emails, however best you take in information and however best you want a reminder, just like you were going to a doctor's visit. We want to make sure that you have that, but we have pictures of everything, exactly where you're going to be going. And we just try to make things as easy as possible, because part of the cognitive testing is not actually getting to the appointment. So we want to make sure you get there in time and we get you out so that you can enjoy the rest of your day.
And two final questions, Dr. Wharton. Talk about all of the precautions you're taking as it relates to COVID, and how are you sharing results with individuals?
I love both of those questions. So first, my team, as well as Emory. So Emory has instilled a number of safeguards in place. All of us, I'm at my office right now, all of us, before we can come into a building, have to go through a number of security screens. We are temperature checked, we have symptom checklist, and we do that the day of the visits as well. Everyone is required to wear a mask. If you don't have a mask, we provide one for you. Also, everything is sanitized by 10. So, if you come in, for instance, to the MRI scanner, we used to schedule participants every hour to get an imaging scan, but now it's every other hour to allow us an hour just for cleaning, just in case, even though we've sanitized everything, everyone's wearing a mask. We now also changed our protocol so that when you come in, we give you a gown to wear so that you go into the scanner with a gown, and then you put your clothes back on afterwards. You're also, as I mentioned, absolutely escorted. So we don't have any uninvited people in any of the buildings. So everyone is temperature checked. Everyone does a symptom checklist. And we also call you the night before to make sure you do not have any symptoms. And as I mentioned, we go through these same screenings as well. The very last thing we want is anyone to come in and not feel well. And we've unfortunately been on hold for a long period of time, but as all of us know, Alzheimer's waits for no one. So we are trying to continue to be up and running in a very, very safe way. And so that's why we answer all of these questions, before all of you come in. But we give you masks. All of us wear face shields and goggles. We wear full on bunny suits to make you feel better. It is a closed MRI for that person that was asking. What was the second question you asked me, Cornelia? I'm sorry. Oh, at the end, the results. Yes. So this is a question. So I am very passionate about giving results back to participants. My mother has breast cancer, and she was in a clinical trial, and me being a clinical trial scientist, I said, absolutely take part in this clinical trial, because she has a very aggressive form of breast cancer. And I said, this might be, the best way for you to get treatment for something that's not quite, up to par, and she essentially has nothing to lose. So, but the way that I think she was treated was not how we treat our participants. And I was disappointed because she went in and she wasn't feeling well. You know, she had already done chemotherapy and she was doing radiation, and there wasn't any follow-up. There wasn't, she didn't know what group she was in. Her questions were not adequately answered. And me being one of her primary caregivers and a clinical scientist, I mean, the adjective that comes to mind, well, there's a couple of them, but you know, one would just be infuriated. I was so upset that they did not take the time to answer her questions. You know, and she went from out of state to take part in this clinical trial. And I would never recommend, and this even before my mother became, you know, a patient, you know, I would never recommend someone take part in the study if I would not put my own mother in the study. Um, we really do take care of you. And if there's something that you're not happy with, I want to hear about it. If you loved your experience, I want to hear about it. Like all of that makes us better scientists. Because, you know, as I say a lot of times to participants, you know, it doesn't matter how many grants we get or how many publications we have or conferences we go to. If we don't have the individuals willing to come in and donate your time and do this for a cause that is greater than ourselves, then there's no study to be had. It doesn't matter. So you know, I thank you very much for your time today and for your questions. And I really look forward to hearing from some of you. So thank you very much. And a very special thank you again to Miss Davis. As always, I've known her for a number of years now, and there's so much more about her that I wish she had time to share. She's such an interesting person and has so much to add to the conversation. So thank you very, very much, Miss Davis.
Well, thank you both. Dr. Wharton is very passionate, as she just mentioned, and it's such an honor to have her be a part of our team. 404-712-7085. Call that number. Her coordinators are amazing. All the questions you've asked, even Dr. Wharton's going to stay on. She can respond to your queries. All these questions are absolutely what you want to know before you engage in anything related to your health. And so you all are pretty savvy and very informed, and I hope that you will call and inquire about the study. That's why we present it and bring it on, so that you can understand and have a worm's eye view of how to participate and what you can expect if you become a research volunteer. Okay, so we are going to turn it over to Whit Morgan. He's going to share an update about our healthy aging study, and then we'll play a few games, then have a music demonstration, and then an exercise demonstration, and then we'll bid you farewell as we wrap up our December programming. So thank you again for joining us. Hi, Whit.
Hello.
Oh, I love your backdrop.
Tried to be a little festive. I don't have any cool sweaters or holiday hats to wear, so I had to improvise a little bit.
Yes.
For those that I haven't met before, my name is Whit. I am the communication specialist for the Emory Healthy Aging Study. I also work within some other programs here in cognitive neurology, but the Healthy Aging Study is really the one that I'm here to talk about today because it's a really unique research opportunity. And one of the things that I just kind of wanted to start off with about the aging study that makes it so different from a lot of the other research studies that we may have heard about before is that this endeavor is actually done entirely online. And so you don't have to come in to see us. You can actually do this from the comfort of your couch or your bed, your office, pretty much anywhere with internet access is a hotspot for you to be able to participate in our research study. And the aging study is open to anybody that is over the age of 18 that lives here in the U.S. or in one of the U.S. territories. And as long as you can read and understand English and you can access it online, you can participate. It's really that simple. I'm going to share my screen here in just a moment to kind of walk you through a few steps on how to actually get involved with the study. But what we really want our participants to do is simply just to complete an online health history questionnaire. And we ask that you complete it one time and then update it once a year. If there's anything that changes, we want to be able to know about those changes, because the questions that we're going to ask you are things related to general demographics. We want to know about your health history. Do you have any existing illnesses? We also want to know about your habits, though. You know, things like how many vegetables are you eating? How many servings of fruit are you getting on a weekly basis? How much alcohol do you consume, or how much sleep and exercise do you get? And, you know, do you read books? Do you play instruments? These kinds of little bits of insight into our lives that are helping us really get a better picture and understand, you know, what causes age-related disease is really beneficial. And it takes most people about 25 to 30 minutes to complete the questionnaire. And so, like I said, I'm going to walk you through how to get involved and how to actually register for it. But one of the big things that I wanted to kind of put as our call to action here as we're moving into the holidays, and, you know, some of us may not be traveling, is to encourage you to really give this a consideration here. Because last year when we put out our annual report, we had just over 16,000 participants that have completed their health history questionnaire. In fact, the exact number was 16,312 when we produced that annual report. Well, I'm working on our annual reports right now, getting it ready to go out here right at the start of the new year. And I can tell you that the last number I looked at as of just after midnight last night was 17,179. And so, these big numbers aside, what that simply means is we're 133 people away from 1,000 additional health history questionnaires completed this past year. So given all of the commotion and all the upsets and everything that have happened with COVID-19, we're still able to complete our research because folks are still, you know, signing up and registering to help the Emory Healthy Aging Study. And so I'll challenge you here this holiday season as a gift to give to other people. If you have 30 minutes of free time to spare and an internet connection, you can be a health history completer there for us and try to get us up to that 1,000 participants completed here this past year. And with that said, let me share my screen on here so I can walk you through the process, because it's really, really simple. And let's see, you should be able to see my screen. So that was our last year's annual report. So if you can see my screen now, let me minimize that. So this is something I'm going to drop in the chat because, like I said, since this is done online, you would access the health history questionnaire, go to register and everything through our website. Our website here is healthyaging.emory.edu. The site's pretty robust. We do have a lot of different links and things like that in here. If you're wanting to know more about the study, for example, you can go through some of these links and explore content that we've put out. But the important thing that I do want to highlight is that if you are interested in joining the the Emory Healthy Aging Study, this big yellow button here, it says join the study. When you click on it, there's 4 steps. There's the initial registration where you would just complete your login information. For example, you know, your name, your email, the information you would use to actually log into our online portal. It takes you through our online consent. We get a little bit of contact information from you in case we need to reach out. And then finally, it's the health history questionnaire. And you can do this on a laptop. You can do this on a desktop. You could do it on a tablet like an iPad, or if you want to do it on your smartphone, you can even do it there. From some of the feedback that we've gotten from previous participants, generally most folks have a better experience when they're using like something with a bigger screen. So if you have like a PC or maybe using a tablet like that, oftentimes makes it a little bit easier to read. But it's really that simple. And each year when it's time to update the information, you don't have to worry about putting it on your calendar. We will actually send you an email to let you know that it's time to update it. But this is a really unique research opportunity that, like I said, you can do from the comfort of your home. And if you're sitting in front of your fireplace or your Christmas tree, or, you know, if you're visiting family and you want to talk about this really cool research opportunity, I encourage you to participate if you haven't participated before, or encourage others and families and friends to consider joining the study as well. And like I said, I'm going to put my email address here and our website link into the chat. So that way, if you wanted to learn more, join the study, you can visit our site. Or if you want to contact me personally, I am here through the end of the day tomorrow. So I'm here to answer any questions you might have before the holidays or after the holidays. If you want me to circle back with you about something, feel free to contact me directly.
Thank you, Whit. So, Dr. Wharton, Whit, is there payment? Is there a stipend or
So
any
we
type of
currently
funds?
don't offer any compensation for completing the health history questionnaire. And one reason for that is our goal is to get 100,000 participants. And unfortunately, the costs involved to run the study and everything, to pay 100,000 people to complete a 30-minute survey, unfortunately, was not something that was really feasible for us to do.
Okay,
And
but Dr. Wharton, you do.
Yes, for the heart clinical trial, and I understand that research is very expensive. I'm also very passionate about paying people who, come in and donate their time and their body fluids. So the payment that we have right now for this trial is $150. And we pay you at baseline and we pay you at month 8.
Is that 150 per visit or total?
Total.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. 75 at baseline and 75 at month 8. I think I just misspoke.
Okay.
So $150 total.
All right.
And then there's free parking and all of those things as well. And we give you lunch.
Oh, food. Okay. That's an incentive.
Well, food motivates me. So I was just,
All right. So you've heard from Dr. Wharton about the heart study. She needs 5 participants, which honestly, it'd be great if we bombarded her coordinators over the holiday. And then healthyaging.emory.edu. Again, anyone in the world, if you're over 18 and you speak English, can participate in this study. So we want to put forth this pitch to get you engaged. If you have never participated in research, here are 2 amazing opportunities. Okay. All right, so we have about 20 more minutes. We're gonna have a little bit of holiday fun here, and then we will hear from our musician, and then have a little short dance party with John. Okay. All right, so let's see here. What do I have on deck today? I'm going to share my screen, and then if you want to turn your cameras on and start sharing any of your holiday decor or your, if you have an ugly sweater or a festive sweater, we'd love to see those. I see Miss Davis with her Christmas tree in the background. Crystal is turning on your cameras if you want to turn your cameras on. We encourage you all to do so. All right, let's see here. Okay, welcome everyone. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let me see if I can share my screen here. And you all can post in the chat if you know the answer, or you can unmute yourselves if you want. But this is Name That Christmas Song. So again, I'm testing your recall, your memory recall, right? Can you hear me? I'm multitasking here. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So fill my stocking with the duplex and check. Sign your X on the line. What Christmas song is that?
Can't see it, Cornelia.
You can't see it?
No, we just see
All
your
right. You see me.
Yes.
Tell me what you see.
Your picture.
Let me do a new share. Okay, we see everyone, but we don't see. Is that any better? Yep, you got it. Yep. All right, I'm gonna disable this and enable. And if you can't see, then I will probably just say what it is. Yay, it worked. All right. Okay, if you said Santa Baby, you are right. Okay, and it's just a handful of these just to get us going. Oh, okay, I see you, Miss Trisha, with your lights. Who else has some decor that they can come on the screen and show us? We have gallery view, right? Let me make sure I have it. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Y'all bear with me. I'm doing 5 things at one time here. Okay. Oh, good. So nice to see all these faces. I see your names all the time or get an email from you. Welcome our new people. Hey there, Miss Kaylee Somerville, Miss Mayweather, Dr. Seal. Hello, hello. Okay. All right. Next up. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly. It's so hard not to sing these in the rhythm. Okay, that will be on your own front door.
Do we just jump in there or?
Yeah, just jump in or put it
And
in
to
the
look a lot like
chat.
Christmas.
And some of these are easy, and I have probably one that will stump you because I've never heard of it. So, all right. Okay, next up. There is a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. Yes. So yeah, they're easy. It's hard. Now it's really hard not to sing them. So for the people that are dialing in, I think we have 6 people dialed in. So okay, and here we go.
Sing that one.
Bah humbug. No, that's too strong. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Going once. Going twice. I told you I was going to stump you.
You did.
They all can't be easy, right? Okay, the name of that Christmas song, it's called Christmas Wrapping.
We need you to sing a little bit of that.
Christmas wrapping.
Yes, so now you have to go look it up.
I
Sing it
shall.
for us. Sing it for us.
She has to wrap.
Christmas Wrapping. Okay, hi there, Dr. Griffith. Okay, Mr. Harry, I see you, Gwendolyn. Okay, next up. Okay, I'm getting distracted here. Who wants to read that one? So if you're listening in and you can't see the screen, it's so leave a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick hanging on the Christmas tree.
The holiday season.
Yeah, it's happy holiday or the holiday season. So yes, perfect. All right, okay, making progress. How about this one? Candles in the window, carols at the spinet.
Oh my goodness.
That must be the second verse, Cornelia.
When I tell you this, you're gonna be like, oh, okay.
We didn't know you were that old.
I am, believe it or not, I am. I promise you, I am. We need a little Christmas. So that's an actual lyric, right? Okay, and I think this is the last one. Okay, I know you know this one. A star, dancing in the night.
Do you hear what I hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Makes you want to sing them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then two more games. One is a conveyor belt. So a conveyor belt will run across the screen, and some symbols and Christmas items are going to come up, and then I need you to be able to recall 7 of those. So if you're not online where you can see the screen, but then next we're going to do a little scavenger hunt. So please don't run, don't trip, don't fall going around your house to go find these items. But here's our last one, I think. Peace on earth will come to all if we just follow the light. Come on, memory. It's a cognitive test, I'm sorry. Okay, here comes Santa Claus. So now you got to do your homework. All right, now if you see the screen, and I will put these out, and if you find these, we're going to give you 3 to 5 minutes, 5 minutes max, to find as many items as you can. Okay, so a Christmas tree, a Christmas present, an elf, jingle bells, Santa. I have a Christmas tree, a snowman, mistletoe, a Christmas sweater, Christmas lights. I have a wreath. I have a calendar. Some of these are everyday items, and then others you may just have lying around the home because you have gone above and beyond this holiday season with your decorations. A candy cane, a sleigh, a Rudolph, maybe a print out, a book, any of those things, right? But if you can find any of these items, we're just doing a little searching around our house. You might stumble up on something you've been trying to locate for the last couple of weeks, and you stumble up on it. If you have a Christmas present, a Christmas tree, a wreath, a calendar. Are you wearing your Christmas sweater? I see you, Miss Kathy. I love your red and white Christmas tree. Oh, Miss Trisha, I see your calendar. Excellent. Oh, Miss Joan, I see your stocking. There's Dr. Seal's Christmas tree.
Can you see my wreath?
Oh, you have a wreath. Yes, that's lovely. Awesome. Okay. Look at your Santa. You have a blue. Are you all seeing all this?
No.
No, because we're looking at the list.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
How you doing? I can't see it.
I'm looking at the list.
Yeah, that's all I see is the list.
Oh, you have a Rudolph. You have everything. Okay.
Goodness.
Christmas lights, a calendar, a candy cane, mistletoe. You have a gingerbread. Awesome. Miss Trisha, are you a school teacher? You okay. That is telling. Mr. David has his present. Anybody have a snowman? You have a candy cane, Miss Gwendolyn. That's awesome.
See it. Can't get it to come up.
Okay, 1 minute. And then we'll just sort of count off, like if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all 16 items. And then give us a raised hand or a chat box if you've been a winner of anything. You've gotten a tumbler or a gift card. I've gotten your messages. People like, oh, I love that tumbler.
I don't see. I can't.
What are the items underneath sleigh and candy cane, Cornelia? I don't see them on my
Oh,
screen.
I'm sorry. It is a gingerbread house and snowflake.
Can't get it, come up.
Okay, Mr. Michael, you got a mug. Excellent. Our tumbler mug, I don't know. Oh, you have jingle bells? Oh, wow. I like that.
They're real sleigh bells.
They look authentic. Do you get mistaken for Santa if you go out, or do people approach you, Mr. Edwin?
Oh, ho, ho. Have you been a good little girl, Cornelia?
I'm trying. With this pandemic, I am really trying.
The pandemic
Okay.
helps. You can't go out and do anything.
Right. Except, get on your teenagers' nerves. Okay, all right. If you have your screen on, or if you want to turn your screen on, Miss Jones says she has 8 items. Let's see here. Who has all 16? Anybody?
Presents.
The present, a Christmas tree. And you can count your tree in your home. I'm counting this one.
Santa.
Snowman, a Santa. I saw some really nice Santas. I like your mini wreath. Miss Mary, Miss Mary Ann, anybody have Christmas lights? I saw calendar. I saw lots of candy cane. Oh, what is that, Miss Bernadette? Oh, your lights. Okay, beautiful. And I see your poinsettias in the background. Kaylee, show us your snowman. Yeah, your Santa. Yes. Yes. Oh, what is your wreath, Miss Bernadette?
I'm a 6. 6.
Okay, somebody has 8, someone has 6. Who has at least 10? Give me a comment and we will send you a tumbler. If you have 10 or more, we will try to, we have, I think, 8 tumblers left. And we'll get those out. I can't promise that they're going to get there before the first of the year because the mailing system is crazy right now. But we do have 8 tumblers. So if you have 10 or more of the scavenger hunt, just give us a comment like I have 10 or more, and then Crystal will write your name down and we'll send you an email and mail those to you.
Oh, snowflakes. Candy cane.
All right, so last call, 10, 9, 8, 7.
I have 8.
8, okay.
I have
Anybody?
8. Mary Lee Davis. I have 8.
You have 8, okay. Yeah. And all right, okay, so that was our Zoom scavenger hunt. Sometimes I know people play it differently, but I said, let's just put it all on one slide and then you roam around your house and see what you can find. Okay, now I found this conveyor belt game online and I hope I can pull this off. So let's see if I can share my screen. Okay, do you see the screen here? All right, so yeah, I was Googling and I'm like, okay, let's play something different other than the trivia and the songs. So it's called wordwall.net if you want to play these virtually with your family over the next couple of weeks. But the way it works is like a conveyor belt, they're gonna have items on the belt sort of scrolling. And when the belt stops, you tell me what you remember you saw. And we're just gonna play as a group, but you can play this individually, okay? And this will be our last game. Then we're gonna have music and then a dance party with John. And then we're gonna say, have a great and wonderful week. And then next week, Emory, our final day on campus or working is Thursday. And so we will come on the 29th, I believe, and we won't have any presenters, but we will have music and John. So if you're in the mood and you want to invite friends and we just kind of hang out like we're hanging out right now, but we'll have John come on and Miss Dominique if she's available. to share just, you know, a good 45 minutes of dancing and moving and try to work off some of the holiday calories that we may acquire. I'm trying my best not to eat as much sugar as I can, but that's the plan. All right, this is called the Christmas memory game. Let's hope this works. I'm about to press a button, and I think you have to like remember 7 items. So unmute and tell me what you see or put it in the chat. All right, ready? So if you are just dialing in, it was a conveyor belt, and now you see the blocks of all 14 items. And now tell me, who remembers, tell me what to tap if you remember what you saw.
Star.
Correct.
That is so cool.
Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. Correct. Keep them coming.
Present.
They blew
Oh, we're
by.
what? Oh, see?
Oh, we gotta go fast. Oh, I like
See, our
that.
time is up.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Okay.
So it's
Let's
a little
go.
bit of, you know, testing your ability to quickly respond and remember things, okay? All right, we're gonna try one more time. You gotta get it in here.
Okay.
Uh-oh, okay, there we go. Okay, you ready? All right, here we go.
It's going faster.
Stocking. Angel. Sleigh.
Christmas tree,
Christmas tree.
reindeer, star, card, Merry Christmas.
Let's go. We ready. Let's go.
Okay, Rick, tell me what to press.
Okay. Star.
Star, Merry
Stock-
Christmas.
Star. Stocking.
Stocking, sleigh.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
No.
Christmas
Stocking. Stocking.
What's song?
Sleigh.
Reindeer.
Reindeer.
card,
Reindeer. Uh-oh.
Sleigh.
Christmas card.
Christmas card.
Christmas tree.
Christmas card.
Christmas tree.
Oh,
We did better.
we
got
did better.
4.
That's fun.
Okay, one more time, and then we are going to have a music and dance, okay? All right, you got the hang of it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try to get to 7.
Breathe,
See
everybody.
how it kind of stops, and then it kind of locks the game, and then you get to,
Yeah.
so, all right.
I don't see anything.
Here we go.
Reindeer, candy cane,
Christmas
Santa,
Claus.
stocking, present,
Present.
star,
Star.
sleigh. Okay.
Reindeer,
Santa Claus,
Santa Claus,
Santa Claus, reindeer, sleigh,
Stocking.
Gift,
sleigh,
Star,
sleigh, sleigh.
sleigh, star, star.
Ooh, we did good.
Santa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Which
Star,
one did we miss?
Star was on there.
we saw a star.
Yeah, that was my fault. I was trying to
And
get
the sleigh,
to
where's the
cursor.
sleigh? Okay.
We did great that time.
That was great.
This
All
time.
right. Okay, so thank you again. Dominique, are you ready? We want to hear your beautiful music today. Welcome.
Are those games going to? Is that game going to be on the recording?
Yes, and it is if you go to worldwall.net. Let's see if I can post it in the chat. this
Okay, that'd be
URL.
great because that's fun.
There were and over here it says like there's so many others. I didn't have time to teach myself how to play, but I thought that would be really cool. Okay, so let's
Word
see.
wall. Okay.
Oh, you were supposed to write them in.
It's a .net.
Okay, let me see if I can find Dominique.
It
Oh,
popped
there you
up.
are.
It popped up. Okay.
All right. So let me stop sharing. Let's see if we can see her. And you have your son joining us again. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's with me. He's with me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you have for us today? I'm so excited.
All right, today me and my son again. He's helping me out. I got another son back there. I don't quite know if he's playing, but he's a part. So we're gonna be doing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas today, kind of like a little jazz version of it. And yeah, so we're gonna get right to it. Oh,
very nice.
Very nice.
Yes. Thank you so much. I see music is a family affair. Absolutely. Everyone is amazing. Young men, you guys are wonderful. Keep up all the hard and amazing work and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Okay, well, if Miss Johnson can join us next week, we will close out our last Tuesday in December with music and John. All right, so if you're still on and you want to get moving and active, and John is going to come on and close us out. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you all for joining us every Tuesday. We love having you. We have appreciated all of your engagement and feedback. John, what are we about to do?